We have this very nice 74 450SL on the lift, and Ryan is helping me install new fuel hoses. The owner was fortunate enough to get an original fuel pump a few years ago before they went out of production. And I want to show you some of the problems you run into when you get these old cars. Even if you've had parts replaced, you really want to be suspicious about the fuel hoses. Be sure and check them just as soon as you get one of these cars. You would be amazed if you knew how many I saw that were actually leaking. Take a look at these. I think you can see for this owner we avoided a potential disaster, possible fire, possible stalling on the freeway, but these hoses were really bad. You can see there's a split in this hose. We actually were smelling fuel when we put the car up on the lift before we even inspected the hoses. My son-in-law met this owner at the hardware store one day and invited him to come out. You know, I just thought I'd put the car on the lift and give a look-see, but this is what we found. Wow, and this hose here, the hose between the suction damper and the fuel pump is also badly cracked. I think you can see that. This was something that at least the owner was really excited we found this and fixed it. And we just decided, hey, this is dangerous. Let's fix this right now. And as he headed off, he was one happy camper. Most of these old EFI fuel pumps are bad. They're either weak on their pressure output or they have a tendency to leak. There's 3 seals in here and they'll drip fuel and get wet, and that's usually why they fail, is the leaks. They're very robust as far as the motor, but they're not available. You can't get parts for them. And I was fortunate this guy didn't need a new pump. He had purchased one of the last pumps that was available, I think 4 or 5 years ago. You know, he's fine. His pump and filter assembly is good. I just can't understand why the mechanic who replaced his pump did not replace those hoses. You know, I see this a little too often, by the way. So what do you do if you got an old SL, 72 to 75, 350SL or 450SL? What are you going to do if you have a problem with this fuel pump and you can't get one? Well, this is what I've gone to work on here last month, and let me explain my new kit and upgrade conversion to a newer style pump for these classic SLs. You can see the differences between the 4.5 pump assembly and the R107SL. Of course, the pump and the filter are the same, the hose connections are the same, so that's not going to be different. What's different are the hoses that come from the tank to the pump and leave the filter and go back to the engine. And I provide those hoses in my kit and explain how to install them. So this is what you'll get with my kit. You'll get everything you need, including lengthy video instructions on how to build an assembly like this for your own early D-jetronic V8. If any of you early R107 owners are watching this and would like to make this fuel pump conversion, I'm offering a special. To the first person who purchases one of these kits from me, they'll get $30 off. You just check out the links in the description below this video. Now let me show you a couple other things I included in the kit and explain what you need to do with them. You've probably already noticed, or maybe you've already used them, but I have included 3 plastic plugs in the kit to help you plug off these hoses to keep them from dripping all over you. Because it seems like the tank continues to want to drip. So this larger one is for the larger hose, and then I've got a smaller one that fits these other hoses, so if you remove the hose and it's dripping fuel, you can just plug them. So these plugs are included in the kit just for your convenience. I've also included, you know, all new shock mounts. There's 4 in the kit. Most of these cars only use 3. But the other cool thing I've just recently included are these flared locking nuts. And you're going to really appreciate these when you go to bolt this back up into the car, because you can put these on a socket and they just easily go on to the end of these shock mounts, and you don't have to worry about trying to hold a little lock washer up there and have that fall into the socket and you can't get it started. You're going to use these and you're going to say, wow, those are really cool. And look, they're even CAD plated like the originals. So that's a little bonus I've included in the kit. Making this conversion on a 450SL is not difficult. You'll have peace of mind of having a good, reliable fuel pump and good solid fuel hoses for years to come.